Hey guys, what's up? We wanted to bring you guys a tower garden update video because we just have been getting so many questions about what we planted and how is it going now. So we kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update because we've learned a ton too with the garden. So yeah. So first we're going to talk a little bit about the seeds and what we ended up planting. So I'm going to show you guys the company that we use for our seeds. And we looked everywhere. We actually looked on a blog on the Tower Garden. The Tower Garden has their own blog that they like to do. And so you can Google anything, guys. Just Google like Tower Garden and then have a question by it and it'll bring you to their blog and it will answer like 99.9% of your questions from what I have seen. So we went on there and I looked up seeds, Tower Garden seeds, and it came up with 3 different websites, and one of them was this website here, this book here. And guys, I really recommend getting some sort of journal for your tower garden because it's fun to kind of see the progress of the tower garden and everything. So I also do diagrams like this that help us know where we put them in the jar.
So what we did was we drew these out into little dishes. So we had the rock wool that you plant the seeds in. We were able to fit 6 in each container. And we labeled them where they were in the dish as we planted the seeds, because you know when they all sprout they look the same. Mm-hmm. And then eventually they grow and then we plant them accordingly.
Yeah, this way we know exactly where it is. And if you guys saw, sorry, you can't see me. If you guys saw our first video, we really recommend you guys go check out that first video that we did, because we share a little bit more about how we, like the unboxing part of it and setting up the tower garden, and I give you guys a little bit of footage of them in the rock wool because we had already planted it well before we got the tower garden, and it gives you kind of an idea of what it looks like, and we'll show you in a minute here too. But we have little flags that we made out of toothpicks and like page flags to kind of tell us which plant, which rock wool is on the top, so that if it ever got turned or mixed around or bumped, we'll always know which one is spinach, because that one has the
just spinach
flag. So we're gonna actually go through everything that we've planted. So I'll read this one. And we decided to plant multiple different things, right babe? We wanted to plant different things to kind of experiment for ourselves to see what we wanted, what would work out, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. So we decided to plant eggplant. So we did 2 different varieties. We did the ping tongue eggplant and the piccolo eggplant. And we did eggplant because we really wanted to, we love eggplant already. So we decided to plant things that we already loved and things that we wanted to explore and things we wanted to try. So that's kind of why we did that. And then if you look up, like I said, Google Tower Garden and then have a question. So I did best Tower Garden eggplant, or best variety to plant in the Tower Garden of eggplant, or whatever. And that's where I came up with these 2 different varieties here. We did picnic pepper, which is just a little bell peppers, but they're like those smaller ones. We did hot cayenne pepper. We love spice too. We did broccoli and then garlic chives. We did spinach, rainbow chard, Myro lettuce, which is like a head of lettuce, hot mustard lettuce, which is like spicy lettuce. We're super excited about that. Like, we love spice. Gourmet greens, which is like a mix. And then we did salad bowl, which is a different kind of greens too. And then we also did some herbs too.
Yeah, we did cilantro, basil, arugula, oregano, parsley, kale, and an oak tree. I'm just kidding.
No, we didn't do that. But those are the ones that we planted because we wanted to experiment with those. A few of them didn't do so well. So the ones that didn't do well, everything's done great, but there are some that are still seeding. Is that what you called? Seeding, still sprouting. which are the eggplants. Those didn't do so well, so we had to seed those. And then the broccoli, the garlic chives, and I decided on a whim to actually plant a different plant, which is another type of lettuce because the greens have been doing so well. So we're gonna move you guys closer and show you our tower garden so far so you guys can see it.
Okay, so we all know you're looking at this one.
So let me show
Now,
you.
this one we actually found at a little shop. This one speaks to us. It says, "Feed me, Seymour." No, but this is actually mixed greens.
I have everything written down and I made it really confusing on here. I know you guys can go on the Tower Garden website and actually they have a whole thing that you guys can print out. So definitely go check that out. I've seen it once and since then I haven't been able to find it. So if you guys do, let me know. But we're gonna go, this is our level 1. We decided to put herbs on top just because they're smaller plants. So we have arugula right here. And then we have cilantro right here, which is doing amazing. Every day I see this plant is growing bigger and bigger. And then on the back here, if you want to come around to this side, we have oregano, which has grown immensely. Over here we have basil, and so we are excited to make some pesto, which will be nice. And then on the level 2, we have our mixed greens that just grew. It feels like we just woke up and overnight it just grew really large, so we're excited about that. We have salad bowl right here, which looks very similar to the mixed greens. They're both very soft greens, which is gonna be interesting. And then we have the Miro lettuce, which is supposed to be like a head of lettuce, but they look similar to the other lettuces, but they'll all be good. And then in the back here, we decided to do parsley. And I moved the parsley down because there's 4 pots, I guess you could say, on each level. So now we're gonna go to level 3 down here. And in level 3, we decided to do hot lettuce. And me and my friend, we actually tried this and it is super spicy. Not too bad, but spicy. Okay, so we have our kale right here, which is super exciting. We're excited about that. And then we have our rainbow chard back here. So these plants are supposed to be really tall, so we'll see. We might move that one around at some point if it's too tall. And then on the 4th level, we actually haven't planted anything yet. We're waiting for other plants to arrive out of once they've grown. And then this is our cayenne pepper, doing so well. And then over here, across from that, this is our picnic peppers. Another thing I wanted to mention is we decided to get the cage on. We ordered the cage because we knew we were gonna do peppers and stuff, bigger plants. So we wanted the cage. So we bought this when we bought the whole tower garden. But we put it on early because our dog ate, like I mentioned, she ate one of the peppers. So you gotta be careful if you have any pets that are really nosy. And if they do, you gotta watch them after they eat it because you never know. So we ended up putting this and it's actually deterred her from coming closer to it, which is awesome. And that might be a little tip for you guys as well. And then something else we wanted to mention too, while we were on here is, for filling up the reservoir, we learned a lot from the first time. So this is where we put the nutrients in, right down here and when we fill it up and everything. So we learned from our first video. So we ended up having to do the nutrients in here. And if you guys saw from our first video, we gave you a glimpse in us putting nutrients in it for the first time. And we put too much because seedlings are such little plants that they're not ready for all that nutrients yet. So if you guys don't have a tower garden yet or you're watching this video because you need more information about it, they don't talk about this. I had to search it to find out, but make sure you do half strength the first time around. So that's good to know. And then we're gonna show you guys some of our little seeds that haven't started yet. So these are our plants here. You guys can see this is our purple flag here. And then we have our garlic chives and we have 2 of our eggplants here. I believe this one's piccolo and this one's the other one. Can't remember, but we also have a heating mat here you guys can see, and we have some lights up here too. We just got this on Amazon. We got this from our Home Depot, and then we just fill this up with a little bit of water, and this is how we grow our plants, and it's been working really well. And we just planted these a few days ago, so we're just waiting for them to sprout, and then the other 3 we ended up putting in the fridge. So that is our tower garden update for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments below. We love seeing your guys' comments. And then follow us on Instagram because we have those as well. And I think that's it, right?
That's probably all.
I think that's everything. All right, bye guys, see you next time.